Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're doing the reading for the sign of Cancer for the weekly, September 1st to the 7th. I do apologize for the state of my voice. It is more gruff and raspier than usual because I have been reading for all day today and yesterday, so I'm trying to conserve my voice, but I can only do so much. I have to talk while I'm doing these readings, right? So just bear with me. We have let your friends help you. Beautiful. We have release your ex. Wow. A lot of this came up in the monthly readings for individuals, right? And we have calling in your soulmate. Beautiful. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring in your soulmate, bring you two together. All right, so let's get right into your animal spirits. What's going on for our lovely Cancer? Sign of the Crab, water sign for this week, September 1st. Oops. Let's see what kind of animal spirits are walking with you. Remember to take what resonates and what doesn't, just throw it away. I pull in several cards so that there are different forecasts and scenarios to resonate with the different Cancers out there. And still, we know that not every reading can be for all in that sign. So we have bee energy. I was wondering how long it was going to take for the bee to come back into the readings. It's been a while since we've seen the bee, but he's always around. Air energy, and of course the frog, another regular player. Water energy, even though this is an earthly kind of creature. And another water element creature, the octopus, which also showed up earlier, I believe, for Taurus. So the bee, let's just look at these animal spirits quickly before we pull out your spreads. The bee is a very sociable energy. Anybody who's around somebody who's resonating with bee energy enjoys their company. They're very sociable. They're very democratic, right? They work for the colony. They work for the social group. The bee is literally, it's like, busy bee. They're busy. Everyone likes being around their energy. They're the ones that help people. So when we talk about let your friends help you, certainly a friend who's willing to help you out in any kind of scenario is definitely resonating with beautiful bee energy. Now the frog resonates with water element. The frog brings purification because wherever the frog is, the rains come, the water comes, right? Even though the frog is a very earthly creature, similar like the beaver, also an earthly creature, but it is of the element water. Why? Because the frog really oftentimes works quite tireless to help others get through periods of darkness, to help others purify their experiences, their traumas, and purify themselves in a way, cleanse themselves. Oftentimes, frog energy individuals can get very tired, dehydrated, and worn out because of all of the kind of work they're doing on behalf of others. They themselves can often neglect themselves as well. Then you have octopus energy, which is also water energy, but the octopus lacks the boundaries, right? In an effort to be friendly and sociable, the octopus is constantly crossing boundaries and getting into very messy relationships, right, that ultimately do not turn out quite well. The octopus is also that person. You ever hang out with somebody and after a while you just feel like your energy has been sucked? They just sap you dry, right? This is somebody who octopus energy could be at work when you feel like that, because these are the type of individuals that do tend to take a lot of energy from you because, again, they have no healthy boundaries, right? All right, so, and this could certainly be an ex, and when we talk about releasing an ex, somebody who has octopus energy can certainly be someone you might want to release because they just constantly draw on your energy. They don't really learn from their mistakes of crossing boundaries. They just don't interact in a very healthy way. All right, let's pull about anywhere from 6 to 8 forecasts I usually pull for the weeklies. All right, my lovely Cancer. So let's get right into your forecast for the week. These are general forecasts, so they'll either be about love or career. It all depends. I never know until I pull them out, and so we can get right into it. We have Knight of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so somebody's certainly coming into you with an offer of love. Right now, it's interesting. I'm not sure if you are willing to accept it. They're only coming in. It's a knight who's coming in, and they're offering you love, but I'm not sure if you believe that it is genuine. Right now, you are at a great place in your life. You have 10 of Pentacles in terms of abundance, right? And you have a lot of responsibilities on your plate because you're also presenting with Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who has a lot of responsibilities in the sense that they may have a lot of children to take care of. They may have a lot of earthly responsibilities that they look after. Queen of Pentacles can be the type of person who runs a center or takes care of groups of individuals, right? Make sure that they have what they need in a very practical way. So you have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things going on right now, Cancer. And so I think you're just not trusting the intentions of this Knight of Cups. It could be with this scenario that you might want to talk to somebody because your abundance has just reached this really great level. And I think that you're just, because of some of the previous relationships you've been in, you're just not sure. And the way this individual is coming in, it could also be that their energy is a little bit too forward for you. So this could certainly be a scenario of let your friends help you. 6 of Pentacles, the World, and 7 of Cups. Wow. So some of you, yeah, your abundance has certainly increased. It's kind of, things have evened out and balanced out. It could be that for some of you, you have been living really with a lot less in terms of your means. You haven't really been bringing in a lot of abundance and money, right? And so you've been doing without. And now, just most recently, you've had an influx of cash. You may have had a promotion or changed jobs. And the balance has kind of equalized a bit more. You're able to provide more for those around you. You're better able to take care of those that you're responsible for as well. All right? And this is all very harmonious, right? But take care because the world energy is here. And so right now you're feeling really kind of buoyed up and excited. You're feeling like you're at the top of your game, probably because of this increase, this recent increase in money. Could have been a social increase as well. You may be taking center stage for some of your philanthropic jobs, right? Actions that you've taken. You may be, because 6 of Pentacles is also the card for the humanitarian or the person who works with charity, right? So this may have really put you in the spotlight, maybe making you feel exactly where you are exactly where you should be in your life. But take care because 7 of Cups comes in, and 7 of Cups is the card of illusions, right? This is when we delude ourselves. We have dreams of grandeur, pie in the sky, kind of daydreaming. We can get lost in daydreaming. We wish for things that we think are going to make us happy that would not make us happy. We wish for things that we will never be able to get, that are just completely, realistically out of our reach, I mean, if you wish for a castle, you're not just going to suddenly be able to drum one up because this is what you want. So just take care. Some of this victory that you're having with your money and this good feeling, try not to let it now distort into the path of kind of delusional thinking. This could also be someone coming in and kind of getting you, oh, hey, check this out. Now you're doing this over here and you're really your funds are increasing. Why don't you go ahead and do that over here? And what they're kind of showing you is not a good choice. All right, so take care. 4 of Cups, Death card, and 7 of Swords. Wow. So there's a big change. Some of you are certainly releasing your ex, okay? There's a change in a relationship. Somebody's come in with a cup that you normally would take, but you're not taking it this time. You're not taking it this time, and they are absolutely perplexed. Be very careful, because when you don't take the cup this time, and I do think that this is about releasing your ex, when you don't take the cup this time, the dynamic changes very fundamentally. But be very careful, because this person may begin to cross other boundaries, because they present with Seven of Swords, and Seven of Swords is the dream thief. It's the person who's willing to do underhanded things, cheat, lie, sneak around, stalk you, whatever it is that to get what they want. They're willing to do anything to get what they want. And if what they want is you, then they're willing to do anything to get you. And that kind of, it's even in such a way that they're not worried about your feelings at all. It's a very kind of narcissistic, kind of selfish attitude. So just be careful, because when you release this person, they're not going to just go away. The dynamic is going to change, but they're not just going to go away. They're going to present with this really wacky energy over here, some of them. Judgment, Queen of Wands, and Emperor. Some of you are calling in your perfect mate. This is your soulmate. You may be presenting with Queen of Wands energy, is what I feel. And you're calling in your Emperor, who is absolutely your soulmate. But Judgment has started this encounter off, and it could very well be that you meet in a way that is very kind of... See, Judgment talks about releasing guilt, right? Letting go of things that cause you to feel guilty over things that you had no control over. Misplaced anxiety, a misplaced sort of sense of responsibility, misplaced guilt and sort of shame. Letting go of all of that is what Judgment is about, and just letting go, judging yourself and keep holding yourself back. This is a kind of a release. This is a 20 card because it takes a lot, to let go of these. These are like the final puzzle pieces in how we ascend to a truly self-confident being. Letting go of any sort of self-doubt or judgment that we have for ourselves, right? So this whole energy plays a really big part in how you pull in your lover here. It could be that even though you guys are soulmates and really meant for each other, you guys may be coming from different backgrounds. You guys may be coming from different areas in life that on the surface seem to suggest a difference. It seems to suggest that you need to let go of judgment and hang-ups, right? Let go of them for yourself, but also let go of them for somebody else, so you can see them for who they are. Because certainly for some of you Geminis, you're resonating a Queen of Wands, but your perfect match, the Emperor, who is also a fire character like the Queen of Wands, is right there looking at you. You're both looking at each other like, what do we do now? It's really, really nice connection. Justice, 10 of Wands, and Ace of Swords. Some of you certainly get a rebalancing in your life. A lot of the unfairness, or what you consider to be unfair sort of predicaments that you may have had to deal with, right, that have caused you really a lot of pain. You're ready to let it go. Some of you may feel like the system, right? The system, some of you may have had to deal with the system, literally deal with courts and decisions that you feel have never really been in your favor, and so they've kind of added to your ability to carry around all this baggage. 10 of Wands is all about baggage and the desire to lay down that baggage, right? But with Ace of Swords, you get a vindication. It's interesting because you get vindication with the Ace of Swords that you were always on the right track, that you were always supposed to get your balance, that you didn't need to sort of hold on to all of these hang-ups and burdens, right? You feel this kind of sense of freedom some point this week because you find out some information, I want to say, that really changes the dynamic, right? It changes sort of, your reason for having held on to all of these 10 of Wands for so long. Justice certainly comes in and starts to burn away some of that karma that you've been holding on to because you've been paying your dues, right? And so this week, you're ready to let it go. You're ready to start embracing a positive side of life. and letting go of this kind of desire, this kind of feeling that things will never go right. This will, though, in fact, be a very real kind of bit of information. It could be news or a communication or something that people can see that's tangible. It's not just you coming up with ideas that make you feel like, you know, you've got a victory or vindicate you. This is a very real, clear message that everyone will see, and sort of you'll be quite free. King of Wands, Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles. So some of you are certainly in love, right? Very much in love. You're calling in your soulmate. Your soulmate could be a King of Wands, but someone here is kind of dealing with the backlash of a previous relationship that's kind of left them paying the price financially. And so even though the love is there, some of you really need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with your person. You know, and I think your person is certainly the King of Wands, because your person is very fiery and strong. They're a leader. And they certainly are very ambitious, right? So they're really calling you to them. They're really calling you to them. They're really calling, like, you know, your connection. You just fallen head over heels. You have an Ace of Cups here, right? But the connection hasn't actually been made, only the love, right? You feel it, you're attracted to them, but you're still kind of reeling from this Five of Pentacles. And so I don't feel like you're ready to kind of take on this this connection just yet, right? You're being very apprehensive. You feel very strongly about this person, but you're feeling like even still you're not willing to sort of let them know necessarily this week. You're still kind of also, I think, dealing with the cleanup in a way, or the mop-up, cleanup residue of this power struggle that did not go in your favor. And you simply do not want to go through that again. Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the Empress. So somebody is certainly worried about their finances. Some of you, it could be certainly that abundance of money have started to come in, but you're very worried about losing it. You're very worried about losing the stability that you have right now in your wealth and in the abundance that you're bringing in now, the level of status that you have now, disposable income that you have now. You feel like there's a threat to it, and I think one of the reasons why is because you have this Knight of Swords coming in. This could very well be this ex again coming into your life, right? And you just don't know how to handle it. They're coming in at a time where your money or your coin may have started to stack. Of course, they're coming at a time where you feel very good about yourself and beautiful. It's usually the toxic ones that always come back when you're doing well, right? And so the Knight of Swords isn't generally a toxic energy, but we're talking about here the movement of how this person is coming in. They're coming in very domineering, very kind of take charge. Here I am, baby. You know, I'm going to sweep you off your feet like I always do. I'm going to open up your nose like I always do. You know, I'm going to open you, keep you open, you know. Some of you guys out there know what I'm talking about when I use that phrasing. You know, it's like they just come in and with this attitude like it always worked, it's going to work again, right? And I'm not sure if it is this time, Cancer. I think this time your desire to hold on to your stability right here with this Four of Pentacles kind of trumps this energy they're coming in with. You're not willing to let go of everything you worked so hard for. You know, you're resonating with Empress energy as well, where you're feeling very beautiful right now. All of that you've worked really hard for. You're just not willing to let that go. You're not willing to give that over again to this individual, no matter how much they come in like they are your knight in shining armor. This individual, I want to say, always comes in like this and then ends up taking all the money, taking all your stability, and then off they go again. And you're left to kind of rebuild. So this is very much, again, talking about, excuse me, releasing your ex and letting your friends help you if you need that kind of strength. You know, this person can also be presenting very much with that octopus energy, in the sense that they're always sucking your energy when they're around. And they also suck your finances as well. They take your finances. So there's a lot to really consider here. Alright guys, so this is it. This is your weekly reading for September 1st to the 7th. This is for those of you with Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in Cancer. And if this resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share. I do apologize for my voice. It's slowly going from all the readings I've been doing. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it at that. Tell you have a wonderful week, Cancer, and I shall see you next week. Bye-bye now.